All right, guys, Stephen Howell here in a brand new video, not video, but video. And I'm coming to you here just from my local coffee shop, just leaving. We're getting a little rain in lovely Ohio, and I got the new AirPods in. So let me know how the audio sounds with these. But anyways, gonna go grab some lunch here and then hit up a quick workout. But I wanted to come to you with a topic today of thinking about your business is not the same, okay? Thinking about your business is not the same as acting in your business, as doing something, as being proactive. And this is very subtle. And I know it's been something over the course of my 9-year career as an entrepreneur that I've had to pay close attention to. And if I'm not careful, I can fall into this trap. And I know that if I can fall into it, that you guys can as well. So if you are a real estate investor, an entrepreneur, a wholesaler, real estate agent, or run any type of a business, you know, has that goal that you had, maybe it's to do your first deal, or maybe it's to make $100,000 a year, or to have a little bit more time freedom and spend a little bit more time with your family. Have you spent a lot of time like searching for the latest productivity hack, or you know, maybe, you know, writing in your journal, or reading, or planning, or drawing different things out in a little journal or workbook, or, you know, studying, you know, YouTube videos or podcasts or a certain course, and you've spent a lot of time like mapping out your ideal day or your ideal morning, or, you know, things like that, right? And so I just want to remind you, because this is something that I've had an entrepreneur about a year ago that's levels ahead of me share with me, and it hit home. And then I was recently just watching a video from an entrepreneur that kind of re-sparked this idea, and I want to pass it along to you guys, because you know, even though I coach and I mentor and I have a real estate investing business and a consulting business, and I have so much fun doing it, I'm in this journey with you guys. And if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Stephen Howell, and I coach and teach people in the world of wholesaling real estate. You can check out some of my free resources below in the description, and connect with me. And I got some really some great free goodies for you. Some of my best lead strategies and free training over at productivewisdom.com. But yeah, definitely consider subscribing, browse some of my other videos here. If this video resonates with you on any level, I'd love for you to comment below. I actually do take the time to read comments, and be sure to hit the like button, you know, if you get any value out of this. So, so yeah, if you guys have like yet to do your first deal, and you spend a lot of time thinking and listening and strategizing and planning, and you've hit that point where maybe you're kind of sick of hearing yourself even talk about it, whether it's with family or your spouse or your friends, and you're like, man, I'm just sick of talking about it. I want to do something about it. Sometimes that's good when we get to that place of just being sick and tired of being sick and tired. If that's ever described where, you know, where you've been, you know, let me hear from you below. So anyways, guys, I remember about a year ago, I was working with a mentor of mine on a big project, right? And I was kind of sharing with him the different phases that I was at. And it was a massive project, a bigger project than almost I've ever done before. And I remember sending him like my 90-day plan, my 30-day plan, and I was executing. I've trained myself over the years to be an implementer, and I don't get it perfectly, and I mess up all the time. But you know, I have that visionary mindset where I have, you know, ideas and things like that. But I realized after a lot of failure that like if you kind of just stay in that creative, visionary planning mindset, and you have to have all the answers before you act, that the results never come. You have to take consistent action and really become an implementer of the knowledge that you have. And you have to kind of put yourself out there and act before you're even ready. And you have to do that over and over and over again, because you learn so much more in action in the real world than you do behind the computer or listening to something, right? So I want to encourage you guys to step out and take action, because just thinking about your business, just planning something in your business is not the same as doing. Now, this can be a little confusing, because maybe on Instagram or other social medias, you've heard that like one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the world, for example, Warren Buffett, he's one of the richest men in the world. You know, he says that he spends 80% of his day reading and thinking. And I spend a lot of time, you know, thinking as well. I joke with my wife all the time, you know, when she sees me in my office and I'm writing things out on the whiteboard and, you know, I have my little production planner and different things that I'm doing. I spend a lot of time thinking. You know, I have a consulting business or real estate business. I run different promotions. You know, so I joke with her, you know, that I spend a lot of time doing that. But we got to understand that we're not where Warren Buffett is right now, right? And he got to where he is by being very disciplined and taking, you know, precise actions. And so there is a time of your day that you want to spend planning and thinking and strategizing, but we need to make sure that we can find that, whether it's 30 minutes, and this could be different for every person depending on what's going on in your life right now. But we want to confine that to whether it's, you know, 15 minutes or an hour, but then the majority of our time, and this is even more important if you have a full-time or a part-time job, it needs to be executing and it needs to be implementing. And you're not going to have all the answers, and you want to act, you know, as fast as possible, because a lot of, I did a content piece for my friends over at reitips.com a couple weeks ago on this for a guest post. And, you know, I was kind of talking about, like, a lot of times what we think is going to be an issue, right? When we're thinking and strategizing and planning, and then we go ahead and we put ourselves out there and we execute and we do the thing that we've been talking or thinking about, what we thought was going to happen doesn't happen, or what we thought was going to be scary or an issue or something like that, it's not really an issue. But there's these other little problems and different things that creep up that are issues that we can deal with. But we don't know that when we're still in the planning phase. So the sooner we can get and stay into the action phase, that's what moves the needle, and that's what gets us closer to results. And so, so anyways, I was working on this project with a mentor of mine, and he's like, you know, Steven, just get it done, man. This is a great plan, but really nothing else matters. Like, just get it done. And it kind of like almost like smacked me in the face a little bit. I'm like, okay, darn it. Like, just hearing those words, I'm like, you're right. You know, it's time to just do it. So I fall into this pattern as well, guys. I don't want you to think I'm like up here on a pedestal or anything. Like, so I just want to encourage you, if you're in your real estate investing business, you're yet to do your first deal, it's time to get into action mode, okay? And if you don't have a plan, if you don't have a strategy that's unique, if you don't have, you know, something to follow, I want to encourage you to go to the link below in the description of this video and check out my Blueprint program. I designed this specifically so you have a program to follow. All of my mentoring students go through this as well, and they have one-on-one support. But this is extremely detailed. It's different than just the average little wholesaling course out there. I designed this to be extremely premium and very detailed. And you don't need a huge marketing budget. You don't need fancy websites, tracking systems, and all these other things that a lot of times you think you might need. And the key is less is more, right? And doing a strategy that's maybe just a little bit different and that has a different purpose behind it than the average marketing strategy out there. And it's not about doing more, it's about doing less, but having a strategy and a purpose and being laser focused on that. And then once you start getting flooded with leads, knowing how to talk with them. And so guys, I focus on keeping the marketing budget between $100 and $200 and doing larger spread wholesale deals in nicer areas, you know, for $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 spreads. And so everything A to Z, if that's something that's interested to you, then definitely check that out in the link below. And you can always also go over to productivewisdom.com and get some of my free training that's still very valuable. And I'd love to have you over there. And then, you know, I do send out email newsletters and some really cool stuff as well for kind of being part of that community. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to pop on video before I grab some lunch and just remind you that, you know, thinking and strategizing about your business, there's a place for that. But what's so much more important is action. So I just want to encourage you guys, I'm here with you. It's time to take some action. It's time to take that next step. It's time to keep being consistent. Even if it's tough, even if it's hard, even if life is hitting you from a million angles, I get it. And I just want to encourage you in this video. So again, guys, I had a ton of fun making this video. My name is Steven Howell. If you're new here, please subscribe. And if you got any value, smash the like button. Let me know what future topics you guys would like to hear. One of the comments recently was to talk about like, you know, how to talk with sellers and maybe some extra tips with that. So that's probably going to be one of the next videos that I do. But I'd love to hear from you from other topics in your real estate investing, your wholesaling business that you guys want to learn about, and I'll be glad to do videos on those. So that's all for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much.